Well, hey, thanks for joining me for today's Holy Week devotional video. Today is Maundy Thursday, and it's a sacred day in Holy Week that draws us into the upper room where Jesus shared his final meal with his disciples. And it was this moment where Jesus shared a profound message about what he was about to do, and there was quite a bit of mystery around that. But perhaps most importantly, there was this deeply meaningful invitation that Jesus was extending to his disciples. And we read about this in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 23 through 26. The Lord Jesus took some bread and gave thanks to God for it. Then he broke it in pieces and said, "This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." In the same way, he took the cup of wine after supper, saying, "This cup is the new covenant between God and his people, an agreement confirmed with my blood. Do this in remembrance of me as often as you drink it. For every time you eat this bread and drink this cup, you are announcing the Lord's death until he comes again." Jesus was teaching his disciples something that day that's as equally as important to us today. And this wasn't just a farewell dinner that Jesus was having with his disciples. It was actually the beginning of something holy, something that would carry forward for generations of believers as we get the opportunity to participate and to celebrate in this act of communion that Jesus instituted. When Jesus offered this invitation, he gave us a way to remember him. And to do that, not just with our minds, but with our whole selves. The bread and the cup aren't just symbols, although they are that. They're reminders that Jesus meets us in the most ordinary things and transforms it into the sacred. To remember that he did for us what we did not deserve and what we could not do for ourselves. And there's nothing worth remembering more than Jesus' sacrifice for us. I'm glad we're having the opportunity to do that today. But Maundy Thursday isn't just about remembrance. It's also about obedience to what Jesus taught. The word Maundy itself comes from the Latin mandatum, and it means mandate or command. And so it's worth asking the question, what did Jesus command? Well, in John chapter 15, Jesus said, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. And by this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." That was Jesus's mandate to his followers. So how do we live this out today on this Maundy Thursday? Well, first, I want to challenge you. Take a moment, whether it's by yourself or with some others, to observe communion. And if you're able, just use simple elements like bread or crackers and some juice or water. And take some time today to pause and remember Jesus' sacrifice for you. Let his act of love connect your heart with his. And secondly, I want to challenge you to respond to Jesus' command, to his mandate. Who in your life needs love today? And maybe it's a phone call or a text message or an act of service of some kind. But Maundy Thursday reminds us that communion isn't just between us and God. It flows outward to others as well. The table of Christ is wide, and as we've been welcomed in, we're called to welcome others in as well. And we do that by loving them the way Jesus did. So as you go through this day, this Maundy Thursday, carry the meaning of that table with you. Remember his body given, his blood poured out for you, and let his love shape how you live and how you love. Grace and peace to you this Maundy Thursday.